What's up, guys? Luthier here, and today we're going to be playing for the UU Open. And unfortunately, I actually got one of my good friends, and he's helped me out in the past for UU Open and other stuff with UU in it. Can't talk. A good friend of mine named TCR. And anyways, so we're going to be loading up this team that a friend passed me. This set right here, the Reniclus set, it's absolutely busted. Like, there's nothing in the entire tier like that even beats it. Like, it'll take like 40, like not even 40, maybe like 30% from like an instant or a knockoff. So, like after the grassy seed boost. Anyways, we have an SD Cobalion with black belt, and this black belt is actually really powerful because it OHKOs like full Fizz Def Rotom again, which is not a thing, but it just kills so much in the tier from full. So anyway, so that's gonna be the team. We're gonna be loading it up and then see what we can get going with that. So anyways, have fun, buddy. Hold up. Is it imported? Is it imported? Okay, it is imported. All right. Anyways, so let's see. What do I see from the start? So if I can, honestly, this Reniclus just wins. If I get like a calm mind up and whatnot. Something I have to be aware of is that this toxicity can just go switching around because I don't have a ground type, so that can get kind of annoying. Honestly, if I can get rid of the Celebi, or cripple it somehow, which I don't know how I'll be able to do because I simply lack, whatchamacallit. It has natural cure, so I can't really like T-wave it or anything. But like, if I can cripple that Celebi somehow, I think I should just be able to win with my Reniclus, unless it's like Taunt Noivern. But anyways, in terms of what I have for everything, Cobalion is pretty good in this game too. It just doesn't really get in versus the Celebi, and then +2 Stone Edge will be able to kill the Noivern, so that's also good information to know. Gigalith is nice for checking toxicity and getting up rocks and whatnot. Thinking it's like rocks Rhyperior, SD Cobalion, probably Specs toxicity because that's usually what they run. They don't really run Scarf because it's kind of weak, and then maybe like Nasty Plot, Celebi and whatnot. So let's see. In terms of a lead, I'm not really sure. Honestly, I could go for game like pretty soon, but I want to get rid of the Celebi. So like, if I have to pick something that leads off well versus most of his mons, it'd probably have to be his the Rillaboom, because it leads off well versus everything except for like the Noivern and the Cobalion. But that being said, I do have the Gigalith for Noivern, and I do have my own Noivern for his Cobalion, so I think I should be fine. I think Rillaboom is a fine lead. We'll just see what he does as it leads Rhyperior. And this is really nice. I don't want to click knockoff because if I activate his Cobalion, then I'll be in trouble in the ways to deal with that. Alternatively, I could just click Woodhammer. It might be better just to switch though and click U-turn because I don't think he's ever staying in here. But if he does get up rocked, I'll be in a weird position because I don't have great switch-ins for this. But I don't think you're ever staying in because that's just a really weird play. So I'm just going to U-turn here. If he stays in and like tosses out his Rhyperior to Rillaboom, then he'd be in a really, really bad position. I don't think you're ever doing that. I'm just going to U-turn. Yep, nice. As he goes into Noivern, and we're just going to do some Calyx real quick. Rillaboom. Custom set. Noivern. Utility, and then U-turn did 13, so it's gonna be bulky, more likely than not. That's good to know right now at least. I can go Gigalith and get up my rocks. Yeah, that seems like a fine play. Cause yeah, I mean I'm gonna do that anyways. Like I don't have much of an answer for this. And yeah, this is fine. This is fine. And honestly, if he goes into Rhyperior, because I have Grassy Terrain up, I might just click Toxic. It does go to Rhyperior. And honestly, I think Toxic seems like an okay play here because, again, I don't need the super duper healthy, and Earthquake isn't gonna do more than like 40 here, maybe 50. I don't think too much. Yep. So you get the Toxic off, which is really nice because I get that on a timer. More likely than not, he's going to be clicking something like Earthquake, or I think he'll actually click Stone Edge because it hits the Rillaboom harder. So I'm going to make the play to Cobalion, and honestly, even if he clicks Earthquake, I think I'll be in an okay position because I have Grassy Terrain up. I don't even think it 2 KOs me. So I'm just going to go into my actually, I'll calc it. Why not? Cobalion. Cobalion custom set versus the Rhyperior. Although, okay, Rhyperior. Offensive, whatever, sure. Yep, it does not 2 KO me in terrain, and I can just SD up in his face. So that's good, as he does make the play to his Cobalion. And the thing is, I think mine knocks him out, whereas his does not. Cobalion. The offensive pivot. Yep. Mine does not knock him out, though. Okay, that's weird. That's a bit awkward then. I don't think I'm going for the tie, not now. So I'm just gonna go into my Noivern, as he makes the play to click Thunderwave. Okay, which is a pretty good play on his part. Give him credit for that. I'm just gonna make the U-turn play now, though. Yeah, this is fine. You should not stay in here. But like, even if you do, I do get information about what type of Cobalion you are. They can bring my Gliscod after anyways. I don't think, because if you give me chip on your Cobalion, then you're in a weird position. Because that's basically your way of dealing with Rillaboom. And although you do have a Noivern, like, it getting knocked can be problematic for you long term. Yep. As we do get the U-turn off, which is really nice. And I'm going to see if Porygon dies from this. Porygon 2. What is it? P2? Porygon 2? Yeah, Porygon 2, which is one thing. Porygon 2, let's see if it dies from my Cobalion. Cobalion custom set. Oh my god. Why? That is so little. Jesus. Huh. Honestly, though, I could just go into my Cobalion and just SD up. I think that's okay. But then, let's see. This is honestly a bit awkward for me to deal with. Let me just check how much the U-turn did from Noivern. Noivern. Custom set. U-turn did, okay, that's not gonna reveal anything at all. Unless he's like 0. Oh, then it might reveal something. So it is FizzDef. I know that. I just don't know how much. I'm thinking going Rillaboom and clicking knockoff, to be quite frank. Because I don't need Rillaboom super healthy. Well, I do need it to kind of pivot on Celebi and whatnot, don't I? I don't want to go Cobalion, actually, now that I think about it, because I want to keep that healthy. Yeah, I think Rillaboom might be fine. Alternatively, I could go Gliscod. How much speed do they run? Okay. Gliscod. Custom set. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Gliscod then, and try to knock this off. Yep. Alright, cool. We'll just make the knock play here. Yes, as he does give it to us, and what is he gonna do? Toxic? Teleport. Okay, goes Toxtricity. And here's the part where I said he's just gonna be able to Volt around for free, but like, I can't stop it. I need to go into my Gigalith anyways. It sucks, but I have to face it. You have to go Gigalith, as he does click the Volt switch, and that looks like it's going to be Specs, but I'm going to calc that. Gigalith versus Toxtricity. Sure. Yeah, wait, yeah. Okay, so that's modest Specs. Nice. As he goes into Celebi, he reveals no item. And this is going to lead me to just click. I want to go hard Gliscod, actually. Now, I think he's going to Nasty Plot, but like, let's say he does click Leaf Storm. I could just go into my Rillaboom and start setting up then, to be honest. Actually, no. That's a whack play. Does +2 Psychic kill? Because it's probably Life Orb. Celebi. Nasty Plot. +2 against my Noivern custom set. Life Orb. It does not kill. Yeah, it does not kill me. So I'm just gonna go into my Noivern and then see what happens from there. Just go for the Psychic. That's a weird roll. Okay, that's a pretty high roll. I don't think he'll risk it, but I'm just gonna make the U-turn play, because as long as he doesn't get that super high roll, I'll be fine. Yep, nice. And we get the U-turn off. Perfect. So this is already in range. Wait, why did that do so much? You're not even... Oh my god. I didn't even calculate for it. Lucky me. That was such a bad... Okay, whatever. We take that. Anyways, the Celebi should be into Cobalion range now. Custom set. Ironhead, because it does take 6% chip from the sand, I'm just going to go into my Cobalion, and this is going to be able to pick up a kill, essentially. If it goes Noivern, then I just knock it out with like Stone Edge after. Or I can just make the, or I can toss my own Noivern, to be honest. As it goes Cobalion, and as I said, now it's in range of close combat, whereas I am not. So I can just go for the close combat. I don't need this Cobalion super healthy. Doesn't really beat much. And if I get the tie, yeah, it's great. It's going to be able to knock it out. It's Chopple! It's Chopple! Oh, okay. They usually run Shuka. I think it's okay, though. I think I should be fine. I'm going to toss my Noivern here, because it's not recovering up on anything anyways. It does go into his Noivern, and it'll probably make the U-turn play, but again, I think it's okay. I'm actually going to make the play to my Golisopod. No, that doesn't accomplish anything. Does it? Because if I make the play to my Golisopod, I have low timer. I let in his... Yeah, I'm going to make the play to my Golisopod. I don't think you're just going to go for U-turn anyways. Oh, he went for the flamethrower. Okay, that's kind of whack now. I'm going to go to Gigalith. Probably on his U-turn, but there's nothing much I can do to stop it. And honestly, it's okay. Because... Just because Reuni is like so busted, it'll probably be able to win me the game. As it just make the U-turn play, which is fine. Good play on his part. It goes to Celebi. Most likely to recover, so I'm just going to make the Golisopod play. Yep, and I'm just going to click the first impression. I'm not playing around with this. Alternatively, I could click knockoff. Yeah, I'm going to click knockoff. Screw it. We'll get aggressive. Yeah. And even if he stays in, I do get to bring in my Golisopod after, or not my Golisopod, my Rillaboom after, and then go for a U-turn, and then I can start trying to set up with my Reuniclus. I don't know what item he is. He's maybe Colbur or something on Celebi. I don't know, but I don't think he should give it to me regardless. Yep, as I do get the knockoff on Noivern, which is really nice. This means I'm just gonna start throwing off Leech Life to keep this low, because I know he's going to go for Roost anyways. And then we can go to Gigalith here. Or do I just take this kill? Because if I take this kill, I can start winning with this later on. No, I'm just going to go Gigalith. It's fine. Just go for the Roost play. And at this point, I'm going to click... Earthquake. Because I know he's switching, and I don't think he'll bring in Celebi because it dies as he goes Rhyperior. Get some nice chip on this. I'm going to go Rillaboom now. Let's see what he goes for. He does go for a Stone Edge and misses, unfortunately for him. That really kind of... That sucks a lot, actually. I'm just going to go for the Wood Hammer now because this is going to be able to pick up a kill. Wood Hammer into Grassy Glide, at least. Yeah, and I think he realistically will be fearing Scarf on this anyways because he doesn't see an item. And I don't know if he calced all of the Mystical Seed damage. Yep, he gives me the kill on that, which is really nice. I hope you go Toxtricity here because you think I'm Scarf or something. Goes Noivern, makes a smart play there. I'm just going to toss my Noivern now because I want to keep my Gigalith a bit healthy. Does make the Roost play. I'm just going to toss it. It's fine, whatever. Honestly, now I think I want to go for the Reuniclus win. Oops. Why do I keep on forgetting to turn off notifications? What time is it? Okay. I'm not doing this right. Whatever. I don't think he's Taunt. He has to be definitely Flying or Draco. Like, you can't not run either of those. I think I do beat Celebi 1v1, but I don't want to be preemptive about it. I'm just going to make the Gigalith play. I can always set up later. This Stone Edge is pretty free too. I don't think he's going into Cobalion. Well, he actually might. He could. He definitely could. Yeah, but I'm significantly weaker to Toxtricity now, so I have to be aware of that. Honestly, my Rillaboom is starting to look really, really good now, so that's something to keep in mind. This Cobalion is almost in range of being in Grassy Glide. Goes to Pichu. This might die. Actually, no, he's faster than me, what I'm saying. He does dodge, which is okay. Most likely, he's going to click teleport. So I'm just going to click Stone Edge to keep this low and get more recovery. If I can keep that low, then, oh, he missed the Toxic, which sucks for him. Trying to see what play I can make to progress this game in my favor. I'm going to go Rillaboom now. Okay, sick. He kills me. So I'm just going to go into Reuniclus and start setting up. The problem is, because Grassy Terrain is activated, his Celebi will have a boosted Leaf Storm, but I think I'll still be fine. Honestly, I think this sets up faster than you do. I think I might have messed this up, but I think that's okay. I'll calm mine up one more. I want to recover here because I think he's gonna go for Leaf Storm right now. But like, I don't know what item he is. How much do I take? Reuniclus. Custom set. I definitely did not play this well. Grassy Terrain, where are you? Okay. Oh, it might be a Giga Drain too, and it's not even Life Orb. Oops, not Mummy. Life Orb. If it's not, then I can set up on this. I think it might be Giga Drain. It most likely is Giga Drain because it helps with survivability a lot more. How much do I do to him though? So +1 defense, +2 special attack, +2. Okay, so what's +3? Nope, not that. We have +3. Okay, so if I calm mine up one more time, I should be able to knock him out. So that's something important to know. God, this set is so busted. Okay, so it goes for that. I'm at +3, but he's at +4. Giga Drain will recover that much. He'll be. Let's say he recovers 30%. 30 plus the 60 is at. I have to do 90, so I have to get. He gets at a high roll. I have to get a low roll. Those are the only ways I lose. And it's possible that he could also Nasty Plot up here, thinking that I don't have a way to touch him. But we'll see what he goes for. God, I play this so poorly. He goes for Giga Drain. He gets a really high roll. And I get a low roll. But the thing is, Terrain's out now. So he should not be able to knock me out. Even if he goes for like another Nasty Plot. Which is good. So as long as I don't get crit in the next 2 turns, I think I'll be okay. But yeah, so this is actually a more defensive Celebi, or it doesn't have the full special attack. Or no, I think it does have the full. Okay, yeah, nice. Gonna recover up one more time. Nah, I'm gonna make the Sword Power play here. I think he's gonna Nasty Plot here. Screw it. Yeah, I play this so poorly. I don't even deserve to win this game. I play this really, really badly. Yep, as he makes a play. Nice. Good on you for that one. Gonna recover, see if I can even live this. I definitely don't. Yep. GG, man. I mean, we'll try. Whatever. This was so poorly played. So poorly played. Oh my god. Actually, hold up. Is it over? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's over yet, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, that toxic dodge is gonna come in because I kind of hacked them there. God, that was so. I played that Reuniclus so badly. Oh my god. Honestly, instead of clicking for the Sword Power there, I should have gone for another Calm Mind. So that way, I would have been in a better position after. But whatever. You live and learn. God, this is so badly played. I haven't had a decent matchup. The problem was this Cobalion. This Cobalion kind of messed me up. I was not expecting it to be Chople. But, yeah. Let's see if he just makes the misplay and stays in here. Because if he stays in here, right, then I can start winning. I can attempt to win with my Cobalion. Cobalion plus Glycopod. That might be able to do something, depending on if he gives me his Noivern or not. Anyways, if he gives me... Let's see. I think his best play is to toss that Porygon here. Yeah. Okay, nice. He does make that play, which is smart of him. He goes to Cobalion here. I'm just gonna make the Glycopod play. He might double. You never know. Should I click it going off his choke? So let's think about this. So, nah, I'm just gonna make the Glycopod play. as he does go for close combat. And I'm going to click first impression because I need this chipped. Even if he goes for, yeah, so he's going to go for close combat. And I have to go into my Cobalion right here. I have to go to my Cobalion right here, and I need this healthy, so I have to go back into my Golisopod. Yeah. Based on what he goes for. Let's see what he does. Does stay in, make the close combat play. I'm going to click first impression now, and we'll see what we can do from there. Does make the play to Noivern, and I'm going to Leech Life. I have to hope he stays in. No. I'm just going to make the play to get. He's definitely clicking Flamethrower anyways. He has to click Flamethrower, I think. Because if I recover up, then he's in a bad position. Yep. Oh, he makes a U-turn play? Did I die from U-turn? Did I really die from U-turn? Okay, I'm just going to pray I live this. I definitely don't. Yeah. Okay, so... yeah. Okay, this is good. I have to crit Stone Edge. I don't even know if Stone Edge kills, but either way I have to go for it. Actually, what does more? 100. This does more, so I have to go for a close combat. Yeah, this is really, really poorly played on my part. God. I wish I had Aqua Jet. I think Aqua Jet would have won. Yeah, I just died. And okay, good game. Good game, bro. Oh, this is so poorly played. Alright, it's fine. We'll just bounce back for the next one. So the next team I have is something that I like to use more. It's like Life Orb, Celebi plus Bandit Pangoro, and this is more up my speed. Plus like T-Wave spams through Rotom. So we're just gonna wait for him to challenge us. But like it's got boots with Darmanitan as well as like the breaking power. I will be a little more careful in the next one. I feel like oh man, this was so poorly played. Okay, it's fine. Lessons were learned. Did I import it? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we got Spit F Copper as well to take hits and from Special Mon. So anyways, I'm just gonna challenge him right here, and then we'll try to get that going and then see if we can bring it to a game 3. But yeah, so okay, this matched up pretty well versus team. It's just he brought Toxtricity. Toxtricity was pretty big pain. This Toxtricity and the Cobalion put in way too much work for me to deal with. Like I had no way of effectively stopping the Volt Switch, and then his Cobalion being able to live my Cobalion was really bad. Like I don't care if my Cobalion got paralyzed, but like but the fact that his Cobalion was able to outspeed able to live my close combat and then hit me with a T-Wave, that was a real dagger. Anyways, have fun. He brings a team that seems like it's pre-drops, but we'll see what we can do. Anyways, Pangoro looks pretty good in this game. So does my Celebi. Celebi looks really good in this game. If I can get something going, I think it might be Aviary Uniclus. But I want to bring in my Pangoro as much as possible, see if I can do stuff with that. It definitely rocks on the Copperajah. So if I can chip the Copperajah, I can start winning with my Celebi. I also want to get the T-Wave off on the Noivern, but realistically, I don't even know if that's going to happen because he has like a pivoting Roserade. In terms of leads, Darmanitan leads well versus everything but the first two, and I think he might lead those anyways. Celebi could be a fine lead. Does it kill Roserade? I think it does because I'm Life Orb. Oh, crap. Okay. Celebi. Custom set versus a Roserade. Okay, cool. It does. So, I think I might be lead Celebi, and it should knock out Pangoro. Wait, I'm Giga Drain? Oh, shoot. Okay. Important to note that I don't think you can lead off with Pangoro just because I have like so much stuff to deal with it. I think Celebi's a fine lead. It leads well versus most of his stuff, but not Aviary. I definitely think he'll lead one of the first two though. I'm just gonna lead off with my Rotom. I don't think you're gonna lead off with Roserade, and I do have hazard control, but like he gets up a spike anyways on me, so I'll just lead off with Rotom. And he does lead off with his, and I'm just gonna chip on this. Yeah, I'm more likely than not faster, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I am Spadef, pretty sure. Oh no, never mind. I'm just whatever. So I'm more likely than not going to be faster than him, but like there's not much I can do based off of that. Okay, so he is faster than me, and let's see how much that did. Or we're tied. Rotom, wash, Rotom, wash. Custom set from an opposing Rotom wash. Let's just say it's offensive. You nasty flower or whatever. Volt Switch did not, so he's not that much invested. Does go make the Noivern play, which is okay by me. I want to go Copper and then get up my rocks. So the problem is that it allows in Pangoro to come in, which I don't want to deal with. I could go Darmanitan and click my Rock Slide. Okay, so yet again, my recording software crashed when I was playing, and so did my computer. So it was like at this point, my computer straight up just like crashed, and like I had to restart it, and then I had timer turn off and turn back on. But anyways, so as I was saying, where was I in the game? Where did it happen? No. Hold up, sorry. Think it was around, yeah, around here. Was it just like turn 2 that it happened? Was it actually just turn 2? Okay, I volt on the Noivern. Okay, yeah, okay, it was turn 2. Anyway, so I bring my Darmanitan here because I need to bluff that it's Scarf with Rock Slide. I am Rock Slide. I'm just not Scarf. So in case if you click something, well, you just saw game through there. But anyways, in case of anything like, you know, if you click like Hurricane or Dracometer or whatever, I should live those and I should be able to knock this out with Rock Slide. So I go into Darmanitan and I can't really go into anything else because the Copper lets in the Pangoro and then I don't have ways to deal with Pangoro very well. So I just go Darmanitan. I had to bluff the Rock Slide and then I switched out clicking U-turn. But after a U-turn, I bring in my Celebi, and I wanted to get aggressive and double the Pangoro, but then I realized that this is bulky Scarf because it didn't have a Scarf. He didn't have an item, and like you have to be running an item on Rotom, right? Otherwise, you're just Scarf. So I realized he was Scarf at that point, and I just clicked Giga Drain, hoping he would go for a trick or something. But he does go into his Aviary Unique list. And then at this point, I bring in my Copper, I believe. Or no, I bring in my Darmanitan because I don't want him knocking off my Copper because my Copper eventually will lose to his Noivern if I don't. So I go to my Darmanitan on the Shadow Ball, right? And that doesn't do too much because he was either clicking knockoff or Shadow Ball there anyway. So it's fine. Go to my Darmanitan. I click U-turn again, and I keep him in the Vortex and whatnot. So I go to my Rotom Wash here just to keep up the pressure that way. So I click Volt Switch on his Volt Switch, and he brings in his Roserane. And then I bring in my Darmanitan again, and then I believe I just clicked the Flare Blitz. Yep, so he goes to Rotom Wash. He doesn't fear a Scarf at all. For some reason, he wanted to toss out his Rotom Wash when it was really, really good in this game. But I can't stay in, so I have to pray that he goes for Hydro. So I switch to my Noivern. And he goes Copper, and then I just U-turn into my Pangoro because it lives a superpower, even if that's what he decides to go for. He decides to go for a Heavy Slam, which is fine. And then I just click Close Combat here. I'm not gonna play with the knockoff or anything. It's never going Reuniclus, never going Noivern. So either way, Close Combat, it's a fine play. So I just go for the Close Combat. Thank God he just stays in with Copper. And then at this point, I just go to my Copper on the Future Sight, and then I go for Heavy Slam. Fortunately for him, he misses the Focus Blast here, but you're clicking Focus Blast, so it's a thing you go for. It's whatever. I want to get up rocks here, but I decided not to because in case if he just stayed in, you never know. I didn't want this taking too much damage because again, it's my way of beating Noivern. He goes to Pangoro. At this point, I'm just thinking that my Rotom Wash is pretty expendable because it keeps on letting in his Roserade anyway. So I just toss out my Rotom Wash and then go to my Darmanitan and then get my kill with Flare Blitz. Because again, he's never going to Noivern. Because if he goes to Noivern, he loses base on the spot. So he goes to his Rotom Wash, goes for the Volt Switch, and then he brings it his Noivern now. At this point, I think I don't want him U-turning, so U-turning and then getting his Pangoro on my Copper. So I go into my Noivern instead. Now he goes into Reuniclus and then I U-turn. Honestly, I have to go Copper here because I need to preserve sacks, but it sucked because I knew he was going for Focus Blast, but I couldn't do anything about it. So I just take the Focus Blast and I go for the Heavy Slam and get my kill on the Rotom Wash. So that's that. He goes to Pangoro. I toss my Celebi because I don't really need it anymore since the Rotom Wash is gone. And then I go into my Darmanitan and then click Flare Blitz and get my kill. It goes to Noivern, clicks the Flamethrower. I go into my Noivern, and the reason for that is because I knew this had some bulk on it, And even if he was Draco, let's say he is Draco and wins a speed tie and kills me, then I go in my Copper Project and then I get my kill after with that, right? And by him revealing that he's Hurricane, oh, also the other thing is that the U-turn does 6 to 7% to Noivern, and that is what I need to put it back into Heavy Slam range. So that's why I click the U-turn there. It also covers him going to Reuniclus and clicking Focus Blast. So I go for the U-turn here. I do get the chip off, and I go bring in my Copper Raja, and I go for the Heavy Slam. But he reveals that he's a much more bulky set than I had anticipated in my calc. So that puts me in a really awkward position. So at this point, I'm thinking, all right, I gotta go Pangoro and bluff the Bullet Punch. And if you look at my builder, I do not even have Bullet Punch. I'm Darkest Lariat last to deal with Reuniclus. So I bluff the Bullet Punch, and then I go for the knockoff on the Reuniclus. And in his mind, he still believes that I have the Bullet Punch, right? So it's a 50-50 for him. Looking on his side, he thinks it's a 50-50 because I could either sack my Noivern and go for the Bullet Punch after, or he could roost there, right? So he has to go for the 50-50, and because he is revealed bulky on his Noivern, this Flamethrower will not be able to kill my Pangoro because I calced it out. And so he has to go for the Hurricane. So essentially, he has to hit a Hurricane and win the 50-50. So in his eyes, it's a 35% chance to win the game. So me, I can't really do anything with this Pangoro. I have to toss it out anyway. So I just have to win the speed tie with Noivern and click Flamethrower. So that's my way of winning essentially. Either that or him him losing the 50-50, right? So I have like a 75%. No. It's weird. It's like. It's in my favor, essentially. I can win the 50-50 here, or I can win the 50-50 speed tie. So I do stay in because I don't have a choice. He wins that 50-50, but he misses. So luckily there, we were able to deal with the Noivern through that. So anyways, that was game 2. Game 3 was the worst, like not the worst, but it was a really, really bad matchup. So on preview, I'm thinking this is like Specs Keldeo, SD Boom, Copper Raja, maybe T-Spikes on Weezing, and then like obviously Grassy Seed on the Reuniclus with some sort of pivot Noivern. So I lead off with my Noivern because he leads off well versus everything except for Weezing and Copper Raja, and I have Incineroar to switch in for both of those two. So go into my Noivern, and then I make the hard play to go into Rillaboom. I had originally clicked my Cobalion because it covers the Icy Wind if he's like Scarf Icy Wind or something stupid. But I honestly just doubled to Cobalion because I thought he would go into either Copper Raja or Weezing. But I did not anticipate this to be non-spec. So he goes for the flip turn, revealing that he's Scarf turn 1. He goes into Weezing and he gets up his T-Spikes, and I can't do anything about it, like, right? So instead, I go into my Gigalith, try to get rocks up or whatever. And then I make the double back to Noivern because I know he's not ever gonna stay in here and take the chip or let me get rocks up. This Noivern covers either his Keldeo and it covers his Rillaboom, so I could just get momentum through that. So it does just bring in his Rillaboom, and I double back to Incineroar here because it covers the Copper Raja. And then I just go for a knockoff, and then I didn't want my Gigalith to take T-Spikes, so I just go for the SD and try to 1v1 this Noivern. Unfortunately for him, he misses the Draco Meteor here. Not too big of a deal because I was going to live and knock him out anyway, so I didn't need this Incineroar super healthy. But he goes into Keldeo, goes for flip turn. Good job on him for keeping up momentum. I defog the T-Spikes so I don't want him up. He goes for a high horsepower trying to catch my Incineroar, which is whatever. And here goes up, gets up rocks, and I click knockoff because it's free. But then he stays in with his Copper Raja for no reason at all. He doesn't even have a Noivern switch into Hurricane, but he stays in with Copper Raja and makes an absurdly aggressive play, which is, honestly, I think it's just a poor play because he didn't even need Scarf and Keldeo. Like, I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm just getting angry over nothing, but I just think it was a really dumb play that worked out for him. But either way, he predicted me to stay in. But if you're predicting me to stay in, why would you go for the high horsepower? Or if you're predicting me to switch, you should definitely just gone for Heavy Slam. Again, I don't know what exactly happened in the sequence of plays, but either way, I just go for the Flamethrower, and then he gets a crit. And this is stupidly bad. And the reason for this being really bad is because now I'm putting in Grassy Glide range from Rillaboom, and I can never defog the T-Spikes off from Weezing. And so I'm in a really crappy position just because of like some stupid turns that happened. But anyways, go for the Flamethrower, whatever, knock off this Copper Raja. He goes into his Rillaboom, and I just try to pivot around, see what set he is, and I go into my Incineroar, try to keep my sacks and whatnot. And he reveals that he's Life Orb, so I don't have good ways of switching into this anyways. So I had to toss off my Incineroar here, and I go for the SD with Cobalion. He goes for the high horsepower. He does a lot. I knock him out with close combat, and then I toss out my Noivern with whatchamacallit. I can't talk. I toss out my Noivern to the Keldeo. So at this point, I bring in my Rillaboom, and then I just go for the knockoff because I want to get something going with the Weezing. And he brings in, and it goes for T-Spikes. And honestly, I thought he would stay in here and try to get chip on my Cobalion. I should have realized in hindsight, I should have just gone for T-Wave because I had T-Wave. I should have just gone for the T-Wave, to be honest. But it is what it is. Anyways, he goes for the Hydro. The Hydro, it's a roll. Obviously, it's in his favor for sure. But it's a roll, and he has to hit the Hydro. So I thought if I dodge or if he doesn't get the roll, then I'm in a really good position. Especially because I have Chople as well, so he's not going to go for the fighting move. But he goes for the Hydro Pump, gets the roll, and hits. And I'm in a pretty crappy position because T-Spikes are up. So I go into my Rillaboom. I click the Grassy Glide, hoping to catch a choke or something. Then I go into my Gigalith because I want to chip this Weezing down with Sand. And what it does is if I do get Chip Sand on this Weezing, the +2 Grassy Glide will kill this after. So keeping that in mind, make that play. I just stay and go for the Secret Sword, and I just chip the Keldeo again to get more, whatever chip on it, whatever. Doesn't make a really big of a deal because I'm going to most likely lose anyway. So do that. And then I have to SD off of a choke, and he does choke. And he goes hard into his Weezing. And then because of the sand damage, I put this in range of +2 Grassy Glide, and because I have the terrain, it keeps me recovering. And so I killed the Keldeo. He choked very big time, but did not get punished. He just recovers there. I can't do anything about it. I have to bring in my Rayquaza, which is going to be able attempt to 1v1 this Reuniclus, but that's not going to happen. As I do not get a crit on either of the 3 moves that I used, the 2 Storms Bards and the Grassy Glide. But anyways, yeah, I had a really, really crappy matchup in this game 3, and on top of that, I had the crit on Copperajah honestly sealed the entire game, because if I didn't have the crit, I could have played around the T-Spikes like very efficiently at least. But yeah, it is what it is. That was basically my UU Open series. I did lose to a good friend of mine, so I'm not that upset about it. But this does mean I'm out of UU Open, and I have to rely on the other 4 Opens to qualify for Slam. And honestly, I'm not too worried about that because I think I'll do relatively well in LC and RU, and then I still have NU backup from good friends, and same with PU. So I think I should be still fine in order to qualify for Grand Slam. But yeah, anyways, that was my series for UU Open. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. With some more, I think World Cup content will be out next time I upload. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.